Hello, welcome to Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah, and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. So, welcome. It's Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're welcome to be here. Share this live so other people can be part of this conversation. So, with me here today, I have my brother Abdul. Abdul, if you're there, you can introduce yourself. Abdul.
Yes, thank you, Rita. A pleasure, me people, for the night today. Today we'll get a wonderful subject, way they affect the community. As we all know, me a Sierra Leone American, are based in the States. We get a wonderful project today. Topic, follow we discuss, will they affect we community daily. Back to you, Rita.
All right, thank you, Abdul. I get with me, Miss Lisa, where they join me straight from Sierra Leone. Miss Mara, Miss Suma Mara, Fago Lek for himself introduce himself to now.
Hello, everybody. Me now, Mantisul Mamara, the founder of Soma Design. Me now, entrepreneur, yeah, businesswoman, and also I engage in empowering skills.
All right. Well, thank you, sis, for
Okay.
being part of this program. Like una already don't see today what we dey talk about. We dey talk about domestic violence against women them. And we know say this na very sensitive topic them way people they not like for talk about. While we still dey wait for we other brother a plus for join we so lay we all can rub mouths. So I go send them back over to my sister, Miss Mara. So I don't know what you think about this topic here so today. Miss Mara, Suma Mara.
Um, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead. Your contribution.
Just, waiting I go want to say first is our this domestic violence against men. We dey look one kind way in our community. We no dey talk about because of wetin the man and no dey talk anything. And we the woman then now we like for make noise. Now we dey talk too much and make noise too much. So now I make when as soon as they say gender based violence, people are just dey feel say now woman they no more dey face where there are a lot of men they have there where they face and just that as if you go explain say me woman they cost me now then they begin laugh you say with you na buff man or you go talk for say na so me woman dey do me na house then go say you na buff man. So na that na the reason wey make most of the man dem just dey keep am inside to themselves. So man go just take am say okay, man stay away from home. Man say land no calm tey, sometimes wey don sleep I calm. Or e say man go sit down at home bad drink, so man go put himself to drugs, business and everything. So I really happy for way you come up with this topic here and you invite me for make I be one of the people that will talk about it today.
You always welcome, my darling sister. A plus, what we will do, probably we'll send the link on Facebook. So and see if you join from that end, it will be better. And you self when they watch you self welcome for joining this program. Yeah, lay we talk, send you requests, or you can send you comments. We can able for read your comments. Then we brother where they watch me from France, you're welcome. And we brother self when they watch from Salon, you're very welcome. So una send all una comments then wetin una want for talk about this issue they are wait on the app on our community like we sister say because of na man they no want talk about that. So Abdul I go send them back to you let you safe rub small malt inside there.
Oh, thank you, Rita. I'm glad that we talk about this subject. This na subject wo boki people don't want to talk about, especially where we talk about man then. I don't know about Salon, but na the status I would the system already don't built for support woman. So if man go begin talk about how woman they abuse them, the violence, people they look awkward. This na something where I believe they really affect we community in general. I don't get friends that we don't go through this. Where woman they say negative things towards them, abuse them, and no get nobody for want to. So that's something very damaging, especially in the man uh, just we own as a man, now some people will not want to talk about them, but it happen in our community. So, I want to pass them back to somebody else, let them show some light. And then later on, I will go more in detail and give reasons then why I don't see and things that why I don't see in our community what can happen towards man violence in terms of being woman. I will
All
pass them back
right.
to you.
All right, Abdul, thank you. A plus if you hear me. A plus. A plus if you hearing me, you can go ahead and speak and introduce yourself.
Yeah, Mina A plus of A plus Charity Foundation and one of the CEO of Salon Drip House. Mina Mina entrepreneur and creative director, and at the same time a philanthropist under the A plus Disabled Charity Foundation and Salon Drip House. And I want to say thanks again to you, Rita, for bringing up short program, a very sensitive program. In this way, man can feel the man ego not can let the man them for talk about this, but it's happening and it's a big distraction, and it divide a lot of marriages them subconsciously. Even the woman they know they understand. See, this is not a problem, and this are topic we really need for talk about. It's a deep conversation, it's a matured conversation, but we get to be honest to ourselves from the both sides if we get to talk about issues and like this. you know. It really, really they disturb we, especially to the modern woman them. For say we go say the modern woman then because we say there is a difference between the modern generation and this present generation. Make I can use the word the modern woman. They go through the structure of the metrics and the legacy media. The legacy media no want to make una get family. The legacy media, the metrics no one make we date together as a family. Because when we date together, we go raise a picking them, we go get the doctrine and the teachings of the religion teaching and teaching we go able to put we together. But they want for divide we. So then they can't we think someone at the say an advantage for one of the woman them. And at the end of the day, nature, it's natural and it's real and it's working. We're not going for walk through between the man and the woman. But subconsciously the man will look and say, okay, this is my right. But ask yourself, naturally if this right, and not basically because the matrix say this is right. Now so for B, it means that is right. Even if the whole world they do the wrong thing, it's wrong. It doesn't make them right because everyone they do them. So a lot of things in the way they affect the man them will make them they even be shy. We'll talk about domestic violence for man. It's not about fighting, but trust me, emotionally man and disturb and it defeat them inside, it kill them slowly within them partners them, na married those strong relationship, and if that continue, the work. It's just I can tell me people and say there is no way you go say you love this man when you not get nothing a day with him, then where you get to change. Look inside it, there is something inside it. The man ego not they ever tolerate the man for me, say, my woman they cheat on me, even if I the benefit from that cheating day. At the end of the day, when I make her officer for day with him, no, it never work so. Man and woman different. Woman they forgive cheating, but man they forgive teaching. Any side way distrust happen when I cheat. Man, you can curse her, you can curse him, mama, you can this her, but when he cheats on her, trust me, I like when I did 50 years. There is nothing serious to the man. It's just waiting for the right moment to strike. So like these are different between the both sides, what we get for talk about, where they affect the home them and where they cause damage to man them after violence. But times goes on, I go to come in with the inputs them.
All right. A plus, thank you so much, and always thank you for always answering that phone call and being here with me. Another question then where well questions then where I get like you talked about not to pass person physically abuse a man. We talk about verbal abuse. We so in the verbal aspect is where woman go just dey so just want for beat the man with him mouth and say okay this man here so when I dey do this thing to am e not able for like some man dem not like beat woman, right? Some man then like for beats, right? So a lot of verbal abuse, then financial abuse as well. you know, say this person, yeah, so financially he's not there. And so these are some of the things them where they happen now, relationships, the marriages, that we see every time. But because like we sister talk about it earlier on, nobody no one for talk about it. You know, one go they go say Isam, na so human they waiting, na so this, na so that. So I will bring with sister back up. Let we throw more light on that and see why a lot of times then because we win our women them, a lot of times we they go onto media, we they go explain to we party them, we they go tell this other person this, but the man they not get that person. They he hard for a man taking family business go tell him party. It very very hard, you know. So as much as he and that party they're so close, but then they discuss that. So my sister, I will send them back to you. May you rub more inside. Then later we go allow the audience themselves. We go post the link. Let them self. If one or two people want for join on an audio, then no one for show them face. That's fine as well. So let we go ahead. We don't lost with sister again. Okay, Abdul.
Yeah,
Abdul.
no problem. Thank you, Rita. I want to give an example. You know, this is not just an example. Things then what I done observe now with community. Hopefully everybody will go rub mouth for what they say. And this is not just an example. Right? You dey get a man, a married woman. Until they talk about man, you go get a man in Africa, you go get a woman in Africa. If it's and come, if it's canny mama, you take care of that woman day. You no go ever complain financially. You no go ever complain because the man feel for saying responsibility for doing as a man. Now, you go get woman. Let me say the man of financial stable, he didn't have the host, or if he's can demand. The man didn't host. He take care of the man, or he take care of the woman take care of the man in mama. You understand, eh? The woman will always complain about what he do for that man. Psychologically, if you know the woman, you talk about what you do for the man, we you not get, we not the financially, not in a level. Deep down inside, we not go talk about her, but it damage we as a man. In a lot of this here, what they talk about, so you didn't have community big, and I don't see you don't destroy marriages. I hope what you the same makes sense. And I don't see I'm currently as I speak, I know someone very close to me who they go through this situation. Yeah. And these are things then, it no matter who that in at the level, we need for actually help each other. Now married, now ain't called married. But if your woman get a leverage over you financially, you know, to a man, we know we get ego. It's just because you do for you know you do on top of her, you get for nakam. You talk to him because you get more person. You know, it damaging to a man. I know like we all talk about this now. We not like for talk about a man, and so God make we they keep her inside, but inside it is born. You know, so allow person to somebody else laying back, you know, your own example.
Yeah,
Right.
Abdul.
Abdul, thank you so much for your contribution. So you were they watch now for send you comments them and later on we will post the link. So I don't know, we don't get with sister back. Miss Mara, if you hear me. You hear me? Okay, while we still they wait for get them back on. This not table talk, let's talk. So please feel free for send you comments and if you want to join the program, in a few more minutes we'll post the link so we can get contribution from the audience them as well because we now for una make with the kaya for engage una and for see what you una say feel. Like what you all then I so we not to specialist them, we not they can for tell anybody what you would they say now we they say out of base of on we own experience them and things they were on the happen in our community. So we want for bring them things they are so to we all attention because now things then like this we don't they happen in our community but people don't want to talk about them. So that's why we they bring programs like this so we can able for educate one another. Okay. A plus I go send them back to you.
Yeah, so what me brother don't say Abdul. I want not this thing now one of the biggest differences between a man and a woman. And God make we man naturally for take responsibility. And naturally, God make woman for be submissive. Woman not go able to take the responsibility when man they take. You know why? Because the natural instinct, man feel comfortable taking care of the woman and in family, just like we say, see him as a responsibility. Man can do him for 10, 15 years. He can't complain. Why? Because the natural instinct in we say we for take care of them. But woman, and not even do am 1 year or 2 year without complain. Why? Now so God make them. But now the legacy media try for tell and say, what's the man they do? You can do them because then they pull their attention from the spirituality and the natural instinct of mankind. So like that teachings they don't see them like I they run me hours there. I work, I'm making money. So wait me why man for control me. That now waiting at the thought of the legacy media and at the thought of the matrix. You then go see them, but another act because why? The instinct them is not natural. In as much as you be rich as much as you can, you need somebody. If not to that, God not forever make Eve. He say make Eve because why? Adam is lonely. These are two people that then they work together. You know what I mean? But it come with man first because he put man on top. And it come with woman, and the
And
rules
I
say
hope
you for
you
be
like
submissive. You understand? So for this
to.
present swallow the leaf, don't make we blind from that reality.
I
We
only a
blind,
connection we
we
get
even the life power we instinct, we want to make what's in the media to say because it favor we for make it be reality. Where if we practice and we can't because we know say in order work naturally. You understand him? You go see just like what me brother say, woman and day really, we could do a lot for man them. That I can tell you. But trust me, if along the way anything happen, the whole world go know. Likewise, man in the way they do a lot for woman, but if anything happen along the way, he can never say nothing. You know why? Because he accept the outcome. You know, say, I am the one for taking charge. But now people don't understand this. Words are stronger than blow or bullet. We all know that. So if we know say words are stronger than bullets, why we for understand back say woman are the mouth and get strength? Yeah, you can talk, but not everything you go say. If we talk for pull the man, every man want to feel like a king now in home. And what's gonna make you feel like a king? The words you tell him, the way you treat him. Trust me, if you get everything you're not treating right, you don't feel like a king, forget about it. You know, it's not about the way they happen. So if the words when are the woman are empowered and you're not able to control them, trust me, I can tell you, say man they undergo more domestic violence than woman. Now every home. Because you dey see some man, before he talk one, the woman go don't talk 100. And out of that 100, is full of fire. Now what's the way the man he go dinner is, maybe for the rest of his life. But to the woman, it's here as in normal. Subconsciously, never you understand. He says, okay, now so for being I'm a get strength. But no, it's stronger than bullets. So like
Okay.
we need to talk about them.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you were the watch table talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah. Let's talk. We don't post the link, so if we get people in the audience we want for join, the link is already there. It don't post na Born to Blog TV, Born to Blog page, PROIB blog page, IB blog page, Daughters of Sierra Leone, and my personal platform Rita, Felleh, Arah. And welcome again. Today we topic with una we just dey join we dey talk about domestic violence against women them. And I know say sometimes when I say domestic violence, not to pass you beat. And we get some woman and self with a beat. So we sister Miss Mara, we don't lost you and you dey get problems. So you can join from any of them platform here so we can able for add you back on. So we get a lot of women when they say domestic violence, we feel say, oh na pass person beat. And then we get some woman the way they beat man. I don't know if you're aware of that. We get
Yeah.
some woman there where they beat man. So una the man there, una they talk from a man perspective, una your side. But we get some woman there where they really beat man them. And me, I don't see them. I don't get a couple of people them where they don't get that issue there. But a lot of times them the man not able for can talk about it because who that one for go talk to me woman they beat,
Beats.
you know, and some of them situation there are so now because of like some woman the way they beat man because of they don't see the issue as so don't they happen at their home, so then decide for get self-defense class for say okay, no man they beat me. And we got a lot of men them too now we own part of we world will come on when as salon Africa they beat woman them. So sometimes a woman can get down there on a defense, say, okay, you know what, let me train. Because most of the ten and they now on their issue then they. So a lot of them things also then they happen where would they see this every day, verbally abuse your spouse, physically abusing your spouse. So these are all these things then where come inside domestic violence. If your man not get money, you begin to look at you now, this man, you don't have to go work, you useless, we begin for say things them. So what's them? One thing I want for encourage we women, them as much as say, a lot of times women themselves, some of women they not get good character. But sometimes low they watch we watch them too. What would they say? Because they say word, the routine. 20 like a plus I believe it was a plus you talk about some things the way they cooking the fire up, certain things the way they talk about, 100 it was out of the almost a lot of things and they were they sticking out on our head. So
Yeah.
what we there for now the way forward, how we self can be a better wife, and no say okay, sometimes it's not good for low. They use so much words them, low they try for exercise special because some of their words they are what they say they hurt una as we man them. So Abdul, I don't know you get anything for say?
Yes, I get something for say. You say something very important. Normally, if woman they go through the situation, they tell a woman that he left the house, right? Okay, for a man now, he go through this. Now the man they look at this the circumstances. If I left this, I get picking with this woman and a child support. You understand? The system all you don't get against man.
Yeah. Sure.
Already don't get against man.
Sure.
And I get friends that right now as I speak, I get me close body. They go through something very similar. You can't say leave. So you get two type of man. You get the other man who able to do nothing for himself. It's easy for let it grab you go. But the one who they achieve, he get big for loss. He think about or leave, he rather keep him inside.
Inside.
He
Yeah.
rather because the system is already against the man.
Against, yeah, sure.
Already against the man. Already.
Yeah.
So these are things then, woman there you didn't know to man. Think about what they say to you, man. Think about them. I they talk about the West because Salah know the
Okay, I'm gonna share the link. We already shared the link already. So if you want to be part of the program, so please send your request so we can able to add you so you can give your own contribution. What you say feel pan this talk or they talk like we always say, let's talk. This not table talk, low we can talk. The link already post already. So we dey share them again. So please we dey encourage if you don't want to join on a video call, you can join us on audio so that way we can able for add you while we still dey wait for we sister Felleh join we. So Abdul, back to what you be dey talk about. You talk about say we get people then where they go through their issues there. So but because of based on okay, some people can just grab and left. It's true that the system favor women them more. Now so the system done waiting, and so some of we women they will they take advantage
Yeah.
over the system because it favors us.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I talk to me women that we they see I don't see the past years a lot of men that they commit suicide. A lot of things have been happening, and when you look at these things and then they was like, oh, but this pussy also ain't nothing not been doing safe, why he go kill himself, why he go this, sometimes some of the things them and some of the things that what would they do, not to everybody. I want one thing I want to let all my understand today, how a plus would deal with a certain situation. I'm not going to deal with it that way. Okay, we all know human being. How Abdul in body wire with me own body, it's totally different. So one thing I want people to understand, how your own stress level is different from your stress level. Your stress level different from other people's stress level. So one thing we don't see a lot of people that they commit suicide. It was like, well, nothing not be happen with them. Why go with himself? Because sometimes some people go through some things them where it's so unbearable. It be like, you know what? What else do I have to live for? Waiting I want for live for this woman with me and on there and let me picking them. They don't care. They don't see situation where person don't they live well. The person go just say, you know what, they put on child support. You know what, I might as well not work. then we say on a lazy man. No, because if you just there, all what you work for, it's for that individual. So you might as well say, you know what the, you understand? You just like, I know say yes, way I want follow we put into consideration. And as women them, I know say yes, some of we brother then get bad habits, then get bad trick, so it's vice versa. So but I want we for exercise patient and know say this person where you dey abuse, if this person is not in your life, you still have kids. Always consider the kids, because I remember growing up, me grandma go talk say, oh, I stay in this marriage because of me picking them. And me mama self go say the thing. But then it gets to a point, everybody, if it's not working out, you feel like this relationship is toxic, then you move on. So let me see, let's with sister, I dey try for add you, I don't know what's in the problem. So let me see, just a minute. Okay. So please send your request again. Send your request again so we can be able to add you, please.
Yeah, we got checking up.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we got that Cherry. Channel. So I don't know what you want for contribute to
now
what we
good.
talk about today. Welcome. Channel.
Hello?
Channel, you there with me?
Check no ba. Una good evening. Na the network the break.
Yeah, go on. We dey get
Go
you.
ahead.
Look, na the network na the break. Una good evening. Na the
Evening.
yeah.
Yeah, good evening, man.
Well, like I glad you for meet up the program online because I can always come online. I dey wish for meet up the program there also. Like the topic we dey on board today, I really happy for meet up.
Oh, we done lost channel.
We don't lost channel. Channel, please send back come back. Let we able for add you and other people themselves where they watch you. They watch from PRIB blog, Bontu blog, Rita, Felleh, Arah, Daughters of Sierra Leone platform. Today we dey talk about domestic violence against women them. So today I get with me A plus, I get with me Abdul, and I get with sister, with beautiful sister Queen, we left with Miss Mara. So we dey try for Adam. I don't know, for some reason able to come back on. So that's why we don't put the link again now. All them platform here. So feel free for join. If you know one low see you face, you can send an audio. So go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead, plus Andrew. Go ahead.
yeah, Abdul, like what you really say. We understand this. When you cross check annually,
Yeah.
the highest amount of suicide now by man them.
Man,
You
yes.
understand, eh? The highest. And you talk about drug addicts, you understand, eh? You talk about alcoholics. Now man are the highest rate of that. Just because man not get no side for tell in domestic violence, but now for keep her inside 'em. And keep her inside, it kill them inside. Okay, now come to this. You go ask a lot of women them. They not get mind for kill somebody.
A plus.
Yeah.
Sorry for cut you off. We don't get China back because since they get a lot of technical
Oh
issues,
yeah, I'll
so
listen
they'll
to
just
you
give
now.
them a few minutes. I beg. Sorry about that. Go ahead, China. China.
Salon network not easy, oh. We can understand. Very
Yeah.
difficult.
Okay, Samuel, this program we did discuss different issues.
Hello.
So
Yeah,
China,
sure
go
no.
ahead.
Go ahead with the get you.
Network. Who's about to
We know channel, we know say not easy. But just keep trying at least. If you get any opportunity, you can able explain yourself. We don't lost channel.
Okay, A plus, go ahead.
Yeah, like we they say, if this the highest suicide rates annually, drug addicts, alcoholic, and depression, going at the homestead. It is more of the man them than the woman them. That just show you say the system is against the man them. Then the people away for be the solace, they make it more difficult for them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Which is very, very unfair. But this all I can say is just because of we see the legacy media and the matrix, then what as easy. No, we go back to the religion, no go back to the culture, no go with the culture permit from we mama and days them. It can work right now. Nothing not change. Now just like the brainwash and the media make everything change. But we are all human. If them people and they can go into them, we self can go into them. So like me, they just try for encourage the woman them. Man get one thing what's special about her. Man get conscience. When they do wrong, they know say how they do wrong. It continue for them. One day they stop. But in the process of where the man they try for become better, the same woman they under, they kill her with words them, they bang them up and down with words them, make them just horrible for them as well. You know, this not the world where we dey live. We all need for be free as out and say. But in as much as that, man will always be a man, woman will always be a woman. We take responsibility and woman be submissive. Nothing wrong with that. If women begin think that way, they say, I get for be submissive, I get for be religious, I get for be supportive. Trust me, things could be changed. But a lot of the women right now, they tell you, I get good job, I get work, man who can make style for me, da 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 da. And at the end of the day, it don't check past 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men. It's the same thing they repeat. Why can't you ask yourself what's not the problem? Now me what? Now maintain them. Now me character. Now work on them. We all get we wrong sides there. But trust me, talk about domestic violence, man, they receive her more than woman by far in this present generation
I
because
agree.
everything is against us.
I agree. Rita, I don't ever read the term cheaper to keep her.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What is Abdul?
You don't ever read the term cheaper to keep her
Yes.
because the situation we men they go through, right? If you say they give up the married, is it worth it? You understand? They say, let's
Yeah.
just keep her no more. I
Got
play
it.
at the corner. You know
Yes.
what I mean? I play at the corner. I keep them so I no go losses. So a lot of the man they blame. And I remember a few months ago we talked about this same subject here. About how the system they kill
Um
me as a
um
man.
A plus
You know,
man response to Suleiman.
Suleiman said, I did not get understanding of the program. Yes, Suleiman. The program they talk about domestic violence for man. Now me call it outline. For instance, in a relationship, in marriage, in the home, how man they be affected domestically, now in home, with him wife or with him partner. So now that the program they talk about, Suleiman.
All right. Thank you, A plus. So Abdul, go ahead.
so I mean, they talk about. I think a couple of months ago we talked about something similar about the disadvantage towards man, violence, and how we the olam, how we no go able go na they use the system for go cry for say we need help because the system is already against us. Like our A plus, they say most of these they create suicide and because the man they keep her inside, get nobody for one to, so it's a lot on the man there. What need to talk about, because it's always now like how they say the media they buy the woman then
And
it's all
suicide
about
is a
women.
journey. Suicide
Yeah.
is a journey.
There you
It
go.
starts from a journey. Suicide ain't happen
Journey.
one day.
Yeah.
It happen gradually. Gradually, the man is feeding them.
The
They
feeling,
taking
yeah.
them. They feeding them. They eat sometimes. You know what? It doesn't worth it. I can't take it anymore. System not support me. This not support me. Everything is against
It's
me. So
against
when
me.
somebody begin think about the world is against them, then they want for be at peace. You know, suicide is a journey, a journey. But
You know.
we don't see suicide them. We don't happen. Trust me, investigative officers then not able to come out and tell me why. You know why? Because they get for deal with the family. The only person we go justify them. Now the person will die. And most of them home then they not even live with them picking them again. And some of them then the way they picking them they not able get substantial evidence for say, okay, this is not the result of it because now a journey. It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's just too sad.
Well, you would watch we. Yusuf can send you request, and you self, because when I dey listen to una na the man, then I wanna know how una dey feel, and I wanna know how other man then they feel as well. So that's why they give una time low, una tell we, because a lot of time then they, as a woman, we they I they feel say sometimes, I don't learn a lot from una, because certain things that what they say, oh, feel say, oh, it's okay, but then how na the process, make if you say no more something, I'm much normal, I want make I talk some kind talk, but
Exactly.
what not the routine. So I don't learn a lot today. So myself now I get for watch some certain things then where I they say. So if you they watch, we send you requests from IB blog, and from PROIB blog, from Bontu blog, Rita Felleh Arah official, and Bantu Blog TV as well. You can send your request, low able for add you. I get with me today, my brother A plus Abdul, and we don't lost with sister because internet connection, because he joined before, and then we dey try for Adam back, we not able for Adam, and we see we brother self trying or we want contribute to give himself one give you small one or two advice where himself can say we dey get a lot of issue. So if you dey watch we, you can send your request, low we add you. If you don't want to join, follow, we'll see your face. You can send audio, or you can put them on audio. Okay. So back to my brother them.
And again, Rita, I want to say something. The communication is very important. And when you talk about communication, you talk about the tone of communication as well.
Mhm,
Woman not go communicate with a man, you want to sound like the man.
mhm.
Even if it makes sense, the man not the taker.
So
Woman could be,
tonation,
yeah, the
tonation.
intonation. Communication is important. Some people will say, they communicate with them. But how you they communicate with them is very much important. You understand, eh? Like, for instance, man, naturally, we full of control and command when we dey talk. Now, so
Ego,
God make
a
we.
lot of ego.
Yeah. And woman, if now, most of the woman now, they say, if you say how to take her, it feel like it get more past the man. But
Line.
that's the man not the take him, because in instinct not even grieve for that. You understand? So like when you want to come with the conversation, okay, but honey, can we please talk about this? Okay, the man say, no, I don't want to talk about it now. Okay, explain that. Oh, like the communication is very important, and the way you put the communication. We get some woman name. Even if it makes sense, you want to tell you something will make sense. As you begin open your mouth, automatically it don't shoot you there from start.
Mm,
It don't discourage you even not for listening.
okay.
Because woman get one thing, and they ask you question, then he answer the question for you, then he wants you for answer am.
Okay.
Most. And they ask you, and when they ask you arrogantly, without patience, then he answer am for you inside a question, then he wait for you. Then secondly, they only want for you waiting and believe, even if not lie. In any situation happen, if the situation is lie, just answer to waiting in believe, not to waiting at the truth or waiting you want for talk. Trust me, a lot of time, that's now one of the different women they communicate. They say now so you do, and I know say you go do them. You ain't talk about automatically. You don't answer for the man. They say now so you do. I know say you go do them. Talk about waiting the man for talk.
Rita, if
Yeah.
woman and they one man, waiting me brother A plus, say let them listen to that day. I dey give an example. Funa they watch me. I don't know if me and woman they watch. The reason why no, I get for be honest. In life, you
Yeah,
get for be honest.
Eh,
If you
well,
want man, you want
that's
keep a man. I
yes.
don't care how you find.
Mm,
If you get the attitude the older man they say, you need to keep him. I'm telling you.
yeah,
Me, I get woman right now, they say, and I let people they give me. I'm proud of him because he get the attitude you beat them. What that man they talk about in need. If they watching and maybe go know what I like him.
yeah,
You know, and I will forever be loyal to him as long as he keep.
fire.
No.
yeah,
We they talk about this. I love the people and I let them learn how to
yeah,
keep man.
yeah. And we get for
Man
be
will not
example.
get too
Yeah,
much. You know, Rita, I can talk about this word as Shobi. You understand, eh? Will not get too much problem. Very simple. If you understand, you don't understand. What's in a man say? Listen to you, man. We don't want too much. If you want
oh,
keep a man, listen to what this man say. Me man I like him because what in that man say, you not get him. And anything I will sacrifice for, I still live with him. You understand, eh? And then I will say him publicly. Publicly.
that's
If you want
that's
keep a
not the
man,
that's not the difference between man and woman. Where
yes.
man get woman, where they make you feel like a king,
Oh
you can die
yeah.
for her.
If you watch
That's for
this show,
sure.
I don't know if you watch. If you watch this show, Hint, 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 hint.
Yeah.
As long as you keep that there, I forever be lawyer. I mean, I the same.
Yeah.
I forever be lawyer.
Right.
If the man don't say now, it come up from man not to man. So woman, if
That
you
man
agree with,
says,
if you agree with, una land their attributes there, una go keep with forever.
wow.
But if you ever they poop, 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 everything you what yourself, you need to work.
You need to walk. You need
You
to walk.
need to work.
I want ask you now. Okay, man. I want to ask you now two both question. I know this is personal, right?
Yeah.
But in any una both done in a relationships them and una day in a relationship right now, right? So
Yeah.
I want to ask una both. Una ever done in any relationship or una feel say una don't go through any abuse, either physical, verbal, or any of those two?
I mean, you all go first.
Yeah. Go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
After college, you come up, you learn about life. You go through the circumstances because everything a test. You understand, eh? So go through certain things like that you don't understand. You don't get good people around you for teach you. But if you get conscious, you don't know for say certain things don't make sense. As a man know what he like. Unconsciously, we know for say this not right. You
Yeah.
understand, eh? So I go cut and short, but one meets the one who suits what I look for as a man. I stay. Because I know for saying a good person. It's not about how you look. You understand, eh? It's not about it. You don't see man, they left fine woman. You go to whoa, woman.
Why they this woman? Yeah, look where
Look where whoa. But the attributes the what they talk about now that woman they get. You
Okay.
understand, eh? The attributes then. I don't meet fine woman and say I don't sack no more. Because no get the attributes then what they talk about.
Yeah.
No get them. As man they mature, as man they get older, they mature, you don't know what you for look for.
Yeah.
So woman if una want keep we, una listen to what we they say. It will help una keep married. It will help una find the man the una they look for.
Yeah.
So maybe I want pass on to A plus.
A
Maybe you go.
plus.
Yeah. Rita, to be honest, me first, my wife why they with so. I married at a very early stage. I didn't start my 20s. Now marriage. You know what I mean? Eh? And she was very young. But before I meet her, I meet her the relationship them. But I want let people understand one thing. Woman for married and woman for just day with. Now two different women them. And when man they look for woman for married, they know exactly what he they look for. And trust me, no man, majority of the man I will tell now this, no want a flashy woman for being wife. No want a lousy woman for being wife. I tell you this, now man instinct, no matter how anyone tell you this.
So
This is
that's
this is this
how you they slay and do all that kind of a thing
no
and
no
I
no
man
no
they look
no
for.
no not to
They
that.
look for
Because one
wife
thing,
material.
thank
There you
you.
go.
When man wants you, when he meets you, at first the intention was nothing. But as he gets to interact with you, they begin process in mind which kind of woman it is, waiting to be in position. You understand, eh? But Rita, like for say I don't this now domestic violence through relationship. If I want to be honest, no. Most of the people in way I came across it before the man, things not just work, but we like a friend. Me and most of them like a friend. They see me that as that brother figure. But like my wife, like what they say so, Rita, I was the bad one in my marriage, and she patient. It wait for me till I process myself and transform for be a better man. It give me the chance. And I tell her one thing. I say for every mistake what I make, if you say the only way for forgive me now for make the same mistake, if I go beg you, take her more if you want. But if you do am, I know they take am. I always make her known to am. Rita, she was there through my worst moments. She was there when I was trying to process myself, and she's here when I'm a better man. I look myself, I say I want to be a better man, a better husband to me, wife, and a better man, papa to me, Pekin, and a better son to me, mama. As I begin process that, with always here I don't do, it was me like my wife, it take too much. My wife, it's small. We small. Just imagine you're married, you're not young. She's a teenager I mean, I just inside me mid-20s, you know. Up till now, we did together. From the time now until now, it's 14 good years. Just in my, we go through the time the way temptation, Boku, and I tell you this, me fall victim a lot.
Wow.
Hundreds of victim,
I can
but
see.
hundreds of victim. But for once, you not ever make mistake for once. And I can tell and say,
Yes.
you make mistake, even if you forgive me not they forgive. You know why? Because now man ego, in natural,
Hmm.
now man ego. But right now, I learned from that.
So, but one thing I learned from it is you are not proud of things the way you don't do
No,
that it pass, and you tell
no,
yourself say you want to be a better father, a better brother, a better husband, and you walk towards them challenges them the way you be the face in life, and you see and say you know that they were not right, but then
yeah,
you were doing it, but because of you get somebody where they will stand with you and
that's
being
not
patient
that. It
and
helped
being
me.
tolerant.
It helped me through the process. A
It
lot of
helped you
women know
through
they
the
help their man
process
them. No, no,
because
they help
I
their
we
man
don't
them through the
see I
process.
don't see situation them where we don't hear some of the people that say, oh me, I don't get that patience here, I'm not able for wait. And
Yeah,
then you don't deal with this person. So pretty much you don't deal with this person, yeah. So then this person don't get to usa you want, and then you left and get other woman. Let other woman come enjoy. Wait till you don't pray all these
yeah,
years. So kudos to you. Where a plus for able for stand with you and dealing with all you excess all the things then way you for do as man. And when you're young, when you married, we all know waiting it can take you. Not matured,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
able for waiting. So go ahead, Abdul.
Hey, big up to them, the A plus. You know, you 100% right. You know, when you get woman, what did they do with you through the you know the good and the bad. See, you come. I mean, that woman they, is a blessing. You
yeah,
know, a lot of nowadays they do that. They need do that at all. So if you get one, keep them. Woman, if they listen to we, you want good man. Take the example. I would give you. You understand? And me, I get one in like I just voice to now, you know, a good person. You know, one meet him, I know for saying na him. You know, woman get for represent you as a man.
yeah,
I hope I make sense. If
yeah,
that woman did not represent you in your values, run. Woman, the
yeah.
same thing, run.
Man, you're right.
You understand? And that's something I learned. And the one where I deal with you represent me values. And I will tell her you do something or put her under him, he do exactly in the values. I give you an example. If you look at Obama, Michelle Obama represents a man.
Man, yeah,
If you get woman, you know, represent you, you there into this, you there into this, trust me, they waste your time. It need a work. It need a work. And I get forget values, you get for represent you as a man. You know? You get for feel like you way look, you know what you mean. You don't need for say something. Where you not get standing in need a work. In need a work. I guess I talk too much, so if you woman they watch now, I go don't see what I like am. So I talk too much.
Love
I hope
boy,
you don't
love
see.
yeah.
I
yeah.
hope you don't see.
But
Party
but
God.
but
I
but
hope
but,
you
but,
don't see.
but like Rita, to be honest, for cut and short, man need to feel like a king. The holy
That is
kingdom
true.
we get now we home. The only
That is true.
kingdom where we get now we home after all the stress na streets, after the hustle, the pain, the this, the you know, the abuse, what we cannot us. We just want to feel somebody who go, they there for we. Even though we wrong side, somebody who go like patience there for we. Man want for see in mama inside the woman we want for settle with. If you not see him, forget it. You mama picking bad or good it adopt it nine picking. It will you final nine picking. Even if he creates nine picking, even if him picking thief, you know say that thief, he go hate you for because you talk about that. Nine picking.
Man picking.
Man for see in mama inside in woman. If the woman not able to be like your mother, no,
Hmm.
Hey, Rita,
no.
Plus, I don't talk something today. I
I
don't
want, I
talk here.
want,
I do that. They enjoy now.
I want to tell you
Yeah.
something. You man what you do with so. I guarantee you, a lucky for some of the attributes you already talk about. So I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Hmm. I don't
Yeah.
know. Pastor, may I ask him?
You know, maybe you know
It
go
never
tell you
tell
that
you.
day. You know,
That's not the thing. It never tell you. Because I
you
will
know, go
scared.
ever tell you. Now for that, I say I talk too
Yeah.
much. You know, I
No,
talk
no,
too
you don't
much.
talk
You
too
know.
much. You know what? Una don't talk as man. So certain way they where it can they behave. I can get for understand from based on what I don't do, what I don't talk today, I don't pick one or two, so I don't understand exactly also how they come out as men them and una they see, because like I say myself I don't learn a lot, from una today, and we all not perfect, but it's now the time where you catch the things and where you they do and for rewrite the wrong. One thing we have to be able to know that, and a lot of times and they too at our early marriage, a lot of mistakes and they were made. But one thing that I always tell myself, and I tell me partner, I said, hey, I want to be better, and because I didn't know better, and so a lot of things and they myself now part of that, like you want for say certain things, you want for do certain things, so we not understand the effect and then the problem where the thing they cause a lot of damage where they cause. So I'm a victim of that, and I decide for rewrite me wrongs them, and not they make and say, oh, now and I miss a be pass. So if only for me sister the una way they watch, if say you they do them thing as so sometimes we man and they're not able for talk, not all man able for tell you. So if they tell you that they feel say problem, you go can't cause again. So I go allow me, brother. We don't get Chelna back. So for me, Chelna give your own contribution, and then we'll wrap up the program. Sure. Chelna? Chelna, if you hear me, you can go ahead and give your own contribution. And for you, Seth, where they watch, if you get anything for say, the link then they so click on them before we
Hello,
go on.
yeah, now good evening.
Okay, good evening, Chelna. Welcome back. So for the one that where they ask question, we they talk about domestic violence against women them. Go ahead, Chano. Chano, you hearing me? Go ahead.
Network.
Yeah, Nadande with sister Miss Mara Suma. Instead of Nadande, they go through the network. It's really bad from that end. So we'll go get a few more minutes because I know say we're not being start early, normally 1 o'clock sharp, we don't close. So let's give a few more minutes and see if we'll be able to get them back, and then we can call it up. For you where they watch, I know say today na the Monday your own day that we don't talk about domestic violence. If you get any topic where you want to follow, we talk about after this program, are they gonna be personal page, Rita, Felleh, Arah, and something there where I want to discuss today. So I will do until they since I'm already on the talking mood. So I will go back there and continue and just discuss about that. So you said feel free for send you message if you watch from Buntu blog or PROIB blog, anything where you feel say we want to talk about. The only thing we need to talk about now politics. So, but anything else where you feel say you want to talk about in Sierra Leone, any parts where you there, you can send your message to we and we can able for discuss them. This topic what they talk so today now somebody send this topic here for we discuss them. So a lot of things that what they bring canto on a table, nothing where somebody send we follow we talk about because nothing where on the rampant where a lot of people they hot inside their issues they are so. So I'm back to una back again, my brother.
A plus, you want to go or you want to go?
Go Abdul.
Yeah, me, Rita, the only thing they tell woman there is this: I don't care how big you become. I don't care if you get, because I know we community, a lot of them at this occupation they do now, RN or CNA. I don't care how much money you get, but not make that money make that it look down on your husband. You understand? And or most of the stuff they work here, now me they pay the bills now. Yeah. What you they do? Now me they pay this. Now me they waiting self this. Now me they this. Now me they this. They pay the man. You understand? Eh? It's no need. Married na partnership. If you they pay more, it's okay. If you they play, who that care? If you like the man, you like the man. It just unfortunately now you financially they up pass and but not me for say you get for disrespect him, for make the man lost in manhood. Inside they kill him. To be honest, I see a lot of me brothers, the way they go through that, the way they talk, and they feel for them. You understand? You know, right? Like me brothers say, media, they make one, I think for sure, I don't need man. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
But if you really want man, the way God creates this universe, I need we. Adam and Eve, now be two. I know society will make una better, una get education, una able to do for una, it's great. But at the end of the day, you still need a man. You still need it. You still need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they not be need we, God not to make them. If we not be need we self, God, we lonely, the people that are for courage we. If we not be need them, God not to make them. God make
And it's
them.
true.
Yeah, because
So pretty much we
both are
everybody need
partners.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody need everybody.
Woman
That's
need man, man need woman.
that's for sure. But Rita, look at switch as how things they go. Let's be honest, right? And now this is facts. How much toy them did they make? Both the man and the woman side. Which one more they sell?
Not the woman then.
No. Yeah. The woman and the buyer more and the man them.
Yeah.
Right? Now it asks question. Asks question. So I say yes. Now the woman them.
Yeah, the woman and they going for more toy. If you know what I mean, the both side, the man and the woman. That now for tell you say, in as much as we did so, the woman who kind of public say I'm good, I'm strong on my own. But no, you're not good or strong on your own. It gets toy. Why? Because of you're not able to handle the reality of life with man.
Okay. Now that's why like I know like I want to share somebody that I know working a medical doctor doing well on her own, married and everything, have kids, three kids, and I feel like say okay, me a doctor, I could get anybody who I want, I could live my life, me a big girl, blah 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 blah. Okay, then the marriage not work, and move on. The man he married to somebody else, um, up till now, this person is still there. No nothing, and before that you don't date, of course, a lot of people, but because of still the mindset and the narrative that I'm in at this person, so I could get anybody who I want, so that's just the problem. So back to what we really talk about, I use this as an example. So yes, we all get with flaws, and we all get where we all they make mistakes, but the fact that you want to correct those mistakes, it no matter how many years ago where you don't dey do that, you don't dey abuse your spouse verbally, physically, it no matter. This na an opportunity for you for try for change and say, you know wetin, I want for be a better wife, I want for able for not to pass that a plus say we dey ask question, we dey answer the question back. Tonation is very important. Okay, sometimes how you dey feel say you dey talk, if you know say you na person quick, you ask no one where you want for talk, you dey begin for talk, call your heart. If you want for talk to the man say I don't want for talk about it now. Oh, okay, breathe in, breathe out. If you want for go take a walk, go take a walk. Go watch movie where go make you laugh, where go make you happy, where go make you not stress about the situation. Sometimes I know say we dey say, oh, e easy how you dey talk am, not so in no way. No. Me self when they talk, I work on myself a lot. Okay, I work on myself. So think about it. When we get into marriage, my mama don't die. I don't get anybody where they teach me. So all those things that I know today, now things that way I learn on me own. Okay, one thing where I quick for tell me spouse, I tell them say, you know what? I know better. I want for be a better wife. Because nobody know perfect. You say marriage or relationship or now school when nobody know they graduate, nobody know they tell you. Even we don't they inside there how many years, we're still learning each other. Okay, so we know they say sometimes where you the course or where you the waiting, so turn and down. So say if you the course, you get attitude, I'll tell you long you month, I'll tell you begin for course, mommy course, or you the course, where you the course, what they wanting. I go course me spouse now, but sometimes the other person, in they take and personal, or in family they go take and personal. So Lord, we just be mindful. So like I say, Uda me for can advise anybody So they say a word for a wife is quite sufficient. So if you want for land from me, or you want for land from A Plus, you want for land from Abdul and your sister Miss Mara as well. Like she has a lot to say, but because of the internet, we're not able to get them back. So please, let we be mindful of things that what they say. Word not a rotten. You where they beat that man, left for beat him. You where they stress him. If you where you want for say something, oh, you know this, you know that. No condition is permanent. So millionaire they turn painter overnight. You understand? So please, let you not don't reach to your destiny. Where you for begin enjoy that man. You don't kill her with smart. You don't kill her with boku this. A plus.
Yeah, Ita. I want give one simple logic. No, be honest to yourself. You don't ever hear man they tell you see me I want marry to rich woman. Where like well me aim now I want rich woman, I want successful woman
Yeah,
this that.
we don't see
You know,
her.
no, yeah, what I mean the rate I want compare the rate at which they happen now. You understand, eh? Man,
No, but A plus not
listen,
ask
no,
that
listen,
question. Day. A
no, listen.
plus, no,
La
not
land,
ask that
no
question. Day,
la land,
because
why land?
now,
La rich
okay,
day,
land,
la rich
land,
day, la
land.
rich day. Now Abdul, 5% of man them, then they 5 or 10% of man them, you know, like some are gigolos, some they look for opportunity. Now opportunities them we know. You understand? Eh? That's a common. But I tell you this now, 90% of women them not so like opportunities they look for, but in natural, even if it say me I come on a poor family, I want to reach somebody, and not believe in building with somebody. Now the fixed perception. You understand? Eh? 90% of women want possibly unsuccessful, where everything is there. And
That's not
without
true.
even knowing, say, along the journey, there must be someone along the journey to that person the way you see today, very successful. But man now, 80% of man no mind who say see the woman go take I put her right up. If you don't walk back, it let them go with no question.
A
But
plus,
it never happen to woman.
A plus.
When
That's
they
not
get on.
true. A plus. One, first of all, why I said not that's not true.
You think
Um,
about the percentage?
No, the percentage, that's what I'm saying. A lot
Okay.
of tenant they women them now because of a lot of tenant they people that don't get burnt out. So people feel like, you know what, I don't want for be used, I want for be on the safe side. A lot of women, I would say 90% of women want to struggle with their husband and or that person they in partner and say I
No, no.
want to make it true.
No,
No,
no, no.
let me
Ah.
land a plus. Okay,
Ah.
now I'll give examples. So many examples that I could give, right?
Yeah.
Where woman go on there with man, when the man gets up there, you feel like okay, in order I'm waiting. When you talk to I'm coming back to the men them now, this generation, a lot of them Abdul, I would say only 20% of women them where they own up to their responsibility that wants to do well. 80% of this generation now, they want, oh, me, I want woman we get money. It's waiting the woman don't get. You understand, Abdul? I've seen it. So, like, if we want to be honest, let's be honest about it. But A plus, una be the 20%. Yeah, Abdul and other me brothers them. But we
Okay.
get so many
Fact
of
check.
women them
Fact
way
check.
not own up to that.
Fact check. Fact check. Now
Go
look
ahead.
at and you don't say so. Fact check. Abdul, Rita,
Yeah.
how many women them they divorce with a man them where they own property? How many man they divorce with a woman them where they own to them property?
Well, okay. How many women then where
Yeah,
they own properties them where
yeah.
waiting? There's
Two
no
divorce
like there's not
and
much because one, a
two
lot of
divorce.
demand them, a lot of demand them now. They're not they invest.
No, Rita, what I tell you so. I tell you about generally. Then now you want to put another context. Now me I put her in a proper context.
Right. Go
Every time
ahead.
you hear divorce, even man and woman divorce, the man willing for walk away,
Okay.
but the woman willing for get back from him.
Because why that way? Because if they get in
Because now
there,
the instinct, now the nature, now the instinct of the woman. The woman wants it
because they
all, like
appear
gimme,
to
gimme, gimme,
involve a
gimme.
plus.
Eh?
Okay, now since you're making all this example, let's talk about Yulo Deche and his wife, right? Look
Yeah.
at what happened. This woman done there with him for over 18 years. She has built, she has worked so hard. Okay, what went wrong overnight that this man decided for do what he do, right? And the point is, not only how is it not only the first person who that married second wife, right? But it's how he goes about it. right, Abdul? It's how he goes about the whole situation, how he rub up. So this woman done there with this man for 18 years, and all of a sudden, it just kind of media embarrass him. So, so on and so forth. I could list so many names, okay? So these things are not the happen a plus that I feel say,
There you go, yeah, when are the man at the fault. But the case where the woman at the fault, the man can never say it. They walk away with
but
everything you want for
we
you to
get
take
man the
out.
way they talk. We get
No,
man the way they talk.
you dey count them. That's how I tell you about the percentage. You dey check them.
The percentage,
The
the
that's how I tell you
percentage
about
is low though. That's true.
Abdul.
It
Abdul,
is
that's what I
low.
tell you about the
Hey.
Now
percentage.
it is low. I want to argue for a minute, but then I see like where I'm going, and I'm like, okay, I surrender.
The
The truth.
percentage, bro. It
Hey,
happen.
this subject is tense. So
No, it is true though. It is true. The percentage is low. So like
Yeah.
I know say we don't fast spend with time now, yeah. So I go allow Abdul hey trying to send long a plus I said left the message for you. I did come
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Send a message. You can respond to that or Abdul anyone. Let me go. I did come back. Woo.
wow. He
What
said,
I'm
"What am
about
I?"
to
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. It's a what I'm about to say is that some of our Sierra Leonean sisters we never get married due to their attitude. When you date anyone to observe at end to the marriage, but the way, but the way do we start insulting you, giving you no respect, so you can't get any reason to marry them. Like it they talk about the character. It
Because then
just
what's
supposed to be
I
the
think that what you be
character.
the detail a couple of minutes
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
I they talk about. So you
yeah.
go back
So
to exactly what you be say. Yeah.
exactly, yo. Yeah, Chano, I can agree with you on this side. I can agree with you, because like normally woman and she say because then they say woman I want to get power, it feels say it normal for say anything and it means nothing to the man as well. Like what do we say no more? Where the man come into you, you have to observe the kind of person, you character and the drum to you make a change in concept of waiting exactly want from you.
That's
First
good.
intention not kin did it. It can just be okay, I see fine babe. Maybe I want to get in touch with him. As soon as he come through you, you see the character, you say, oh, this is not possible to think about. And at the end of the day, process in mind, say, oh, this will get the quality for being wife and material. But you see right now, I understand right now, a lot of we sister them, they make too good na social media by being single. I can understand. That's a pain. But you know one thing in life, you got to be honest to yourself. Because this God what they serve, you understand? You're not able to hide pan them. And you can't hide pan the wall for please the world and you left God when I for give the biggest gift. You understand? Eh? I can see a lot of time that you see woman and they make like okay, we'll talk about not everybody go marriage, but some relationship then they can be so close to the way that you go even as a woman if you don't get the character way it takes, you know we'll get a relationship then they marriage is like fencing in a house. We
Mm-hmm.
house this way empty without fence, everybody go come inside. But when the house get fence, you must come, you knock at the gate, you wait before you enter. That's not the respect when marriage they give. But at the end of the day, trust me, relationship, love, marriage, one thing they we mutual inside it. If the woman not be submissive, respectful, forget it. It can never work.
A plus, she just says something, the way he put him incredible. And I they talk to the woman the way they watch. If you don't ever meet man, the man he knew. He lasts for 3 months, he left you. Go back to what A plus say.
Yeah, yeah.
If you just say, oh, this money I carry, Yanni, what he said me, it don't go. What A plus say, look back by what A plus say.
Yeah.
Hence.
That means you not see what he wants, eh?
Thank you. Hence
Yeah.
it, you not get the quality what the man they look for.
And back
He not get
if for being natural. Because man, where they find something in woman, it's very sensitive. We're very sensitive. We're
Yep.
sensitive back.
Mm-hmm.
If for being natural.
Natural, yep.
If in like when somebody they pretend, I don't know why people and still they pretend and feel say people are not gonna know. It's funny. It's funny.
Hey Rita, I'll tell you
No,
something about we man. Rita,
Oh.
if you understand, we are no una woman, they una emotional. Yeah. We man, if you understand, we get with problem, but we very simple.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very simple. If you get the quality all the talk, trust me, we'll deal with you. We'll get a little corner. We'll always deal with you.
Now that corner, I know understand.
Yo.
But that is another day for another talk.
No,
Now
you know
other
what
day
I
for
mean, eh?
another talk because what
Yeah.
if you say A plus, like you talk
Yeah.
about say, oh, like woman, una no want follow una woman them go out, una no want for them, but that topic they count another day. So that is the question why I want go una homework why I want you
Yeah.
una man the way they watch we. If una
Mm-hmm.
want the best out of we as well as women them, I feel say una say for the try for le una able for close all their old them, all their old.
Sure.
I know it's hard, but we can work on it. So these are things and two way they hot we and some things and they work in the hot we don't like we can try for put and pass, but think about it A plus all the time. Most of the time, then thing and they still they come. Art not get bone, eh? So I feel say una self una left for work on that, but that is another discussion for another day.
It will be very interesting because if I talk right now, it go long, but it go very
No,
interesting.
we like talk with the kind big work I will talk.
Okay.
Some of people when they come back to can watch the
Okay.
program. So that
Yeah.
will be another topic for another day.
No
So
problem.
Abdul, it's always a pleasure having you. So I
Always.
will let follow you say you final message so we
Nope.
view as them.
No problem. What I want to say is this: you see what comes from man, they hide the girl woman. I need to hide though. I can't say them publicly because what me brother A plus they say gets the quality and you need for know this. And I appreciate that. So if you dey listen, you dey look for man, please take the advice that they give myself and A plus. You understand? We intelligent, we know what you don't we know what you in the street, we know what man they look for. So if you want to keep a man, you get man na host. You they act towards her in a way, they talk down on them. Take away advice, you will able keep her.
Yeah.
No make yourself how much money you make out with yourself that you man respect him. Let the man feel as a man, na us. Just because you pay the rent bill or whatever it is, you think for say you talk about it, they tell the man back for saying, I mean they pay this rent, now me they what yourself so, now me they do this, you just they no more na us, give the man respect. We man, we don't just say no more, especially a man, if you get picking on the woman, you don't just grab and go. They set it's consequences that we get for go through if you do that day. Now the systems, I talk about the West, all the young win. So it a born win inside. It a born win inside. So man not able go. But inside, trust me, I get friends who they tell me the stories then. I'm not just one can publicly and explain the situation what they go through. It a born win inside, so I don't want to talk too much and I don't want to let me my so I go pass on to bless up.
Yeah. And what me get for say as last word? It go be complicating, but I want for make the woman them understand one thing. Then can say woman for be religious, and not mean for say you for take a religion per se, because a lot of people are more religious than godly. But let woman be godly. If you be godly, you go understand exactly. Man, nature are demanding. That's so God make we. So understand one thing as a woman. Be submissive, make your man feel like a king. But at the other end, don't follow the white people how they describe relationship for be. Now in with confusion. The word cheat, now then talk and say na cheat. That then get a word, now then get a meaning. We don't even know what's in a cheat. You can be the other woman and the other woman for the other woman. If possible, you be that woman day. So think about that. That's all I can say.
Wow. Strong.
Yeah.
So for una wey dey watch, I want for tell una all plenty thank you for always using our credit. I appreciate una all because without una, we can do this. This na table talk with Rita Felleh Arah. We dey come up every Saturday, salon time, 7 p.m. California time, 12 p.m. and New York's it's 3 p.m. So I want for tell una all plenty thank you me guess them and for with the other sister we not be able for connect back Miss Sumo Mara we miss you. And I know say you be not ready for talk today, but we definitely miss you. We definitely understand. And for all who now we don't send on our comments them, we really, really do appreciate channel. Thank you for sharing this with us. We really appreciate you now all. And if you get anything where you want to talk about, this not table talk. Let's talk. So we are here for you, and we want for get a better community. So biggest thing I want to tell you plenty thank you, and for una way they watch. So I want to tell PRO blog plenty thank you, Bantu blog, Daughters of Sierra Leone platform, Rita, Felleh, Arah, and I want to tell myself plenty thank you, and for me family for leaving me every time for being part of this program. I want to tell you plenty thank you on my back end. Alex Tio, I want to tell you plenty thank you. Amadou, I want to tell you plenty thank you. PROIB blog, Bantu blog. And till we meet again, this is Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah. Let's talk. So don't forget, let's talk. When you talk about stuff, it is a lot of pain, a lot of pressure. So when you not talk about something, it go then you act, it go cause BP, it go cause plenty issues the way you don't need in our life. So if you celebrate your birthday today, I want for wish you happy birthday, any anniversary, anything that you're thanking God for, I want for thank God with you as well. Till we meet again next Saturday. Table Talk with Rita, Felleh, Arah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Now,
everyone.
Bye.
Bless.
I'm about to go on my platform, Abdul.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.